What's up, everybody? Daniel here from Quantum Billionaire. I wanted to just say welcome back. Thanks if you've been subscribed to this channel already for a couple of days and are looking forward to content that's going to help you move towards wherever you want to go in life. If right now there's overwhelming fear that's blocking you, well, this video will help you eliminate that fear. Go forward and conquer whatever goals that you've set out to achieve for yourself. So this channel is about making money online. It's about creating an incredible level of life and success by embodying the mindset of a billionaire. That's what Quantum Billionaire is. You might not already be a billionaire, but if you are in your mind and you start taking the actions and the thought process, the mindset of the billionaire today, then the future is going to start to shape itself towards that direction. So fear. My own life, and I want to illustrate the challenge that we have of fear and how to overcome it with a personal story. Now, when I was younger, I had an incredible amount of shyness. I would not be able to speak to more than 2 or 3 people at the same time. And I just remember how difficult that was all the way until I was 18, 19 years old. And actually even a couple years after that, I had so much difficulty speaking to groups of people, and that fear held me back from doing so many things in my life, whether it was giving presentations in school, in university, even applying for a job. I was held back in terms of how high I wanted to reach, and I recognized early that this was something that I had to fix. I had to come in and correct and understand what was driving that fear and how I could overcome it. And in my own life, the biggest lesson that I learned is that fear is an illusion. It's something that we create in our own mind, and we worry about things that don't actually exist. We have skewed belief systems, skewed personal reality that we believe is out there that actually is nowhere to be found. And until you start to test your hypothesis or test your beliefs by actually taking those actions that are difficult or that you're fearful of, you're going to stay in that same position and empower that fear forever. And that's no place to be, and that's not where I want you guys to be. That's not where I want it to be. And it took a lot of encouragement and very methodical approach that I had to do every single day to face my fears and revisit what my beliefs were so I could start to shift them. And lo and behold, I was able to completely shift that fear and speak to hundreds of people at the same time and move forward with my life to become successful. A lot of times we hide behind a facade, and that's what these glasses are here to illustrate, is we have masks that we create because we don't want to be vulnerable to discover the truth about ourselves, whether that truth means we have unlimited potential or we have no potential. There's no way that you're going to be able to gauge that without actually doing things in your life to call into question your beliefs. So as soon as you take off that mask, you're vulnerable to criticism. And a lot of people, that's where they'll stop. They won't pursue whatever goals and whatever objective they have in their life because they're so afraid of what it would mean if other people thought lowly of them or thought badly of them. The opinions of others are just that, they're opinions. Reality is whatever you make of it for yourself. And I don't want to get too philosophical here, but the beliefs that you hold inside have to be shaped intentionally by action that you take. If you don't take any action, you can't say that you're bad at something or you're terrible. How do you know that you're terrible until you've practiced and you've given it 110%? If you spend 5,000 hours trying to master something and you still can't do it, then either you don't have the right strategy, you don't have the right tactics that you're implementing, or you're just held up by your negative belief systems. So this video is all about how you can overcome the challenges and the fears that are holding you back by taking deliberate action today to identify what it is that's in your way. So if you want to make money and you think I have no skills whatsoever, that's a false belief. Everybody has a skill. Everybody can do something well, whether that's organizing something or writing. It just takes some creativity to identify what those skills are if you've never tried in the first place. So I want you guys to begin by understanding that fear is an illusion. Fear can be overcome. I've done it in my own life. I was able to completely turn around my greatest weakness into my greatest strength. And this was the number one fear that's holding me back in my life. If you guys can recognize what that fear is, I put a name to it, recognize that it exists, and then deliberately challenge it. And the tool and the technique that I'd like to recommend you can go about overcoming fear is to progressively create challenges for yourself. In my example of speaking in public, I started off very, very simply speaking to one person. Then I would speak to two people. I would tell a joke to two people. That's a relatively minor challenge versus speaking to a group of 100 people. And at the top of my list, yeah, I had a group of 100 people. Progressively, as I tackled each of the challenges, I revisited my belief system and I asked myself, is this true? How do I know this is true? And every belief, like I can't speak well, or I'm going to blank when I start to speak to these people. I'm going to blank out, I'm going to space out, not know what to say. And what I would do is take that belief, ask it before speaking, then I would speak to a group of people and ask, well, what happened? Did I prove myself wrong? That's investigating the validity of our beliefs, which oftentimes, like I said, are illusory. Fear is an illusion. Fear is a mechanism for survival, but in most cases, we've adapted as a society that it's become generalized to so many different things that don't have any business still being fear driving. So write down one activity that you could do that would test your fear. Write down the belief system that you have in that situation that you're afraid of. What the outcome is that you're fearful of. What are you worrying about? And then do that small action and come back to your fear and ask, well, did I justify it? How do I know? What happened? What happened in this situation? And the more that you can do this progressively, moving up the ladder of difficulty, the more that you'll be able to overcome your fear. So leave me a comment if there's any question about what I've gone over in this topic, in this video. I can expand in the next couple of videos, but I want you guys to start off with this, and really because this is something that held me back for so many years, and I discovered the way to overcome it, that I want to provide as much to you all in terms of value, in terms of something that you can take with you and change your life with. And that's what drives this channel. That's what's driving my content. So hope you guys like this. Leave me a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And I'll continue to deliver to give you guys as much value as possible so you can take this into your next endeavor. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.